sign. Good morning. I'm Jose Antonio Bowen, president of Goucher College. I'd like to welcome you to our 125th commencement. If you'd all please stand, please, and join in the singing of our national anthem, led by senior members of the Goucher College Chorus, then remain standing for the Invocation by Reverend Cynthia Terry.
With our commencement exercises this morning, we conclude our mindfulness theme semester. What a fitting way to commence our commencing with a reminder to be mindful and spiritful and heartful. I ask each of us gathered here, as well as those watching from all over the country and the world, to be fully present, body, mind, spirit, and heart. Let us bring our whole selves to this moment. Let us bring our memories of these graduates as babies and children and teenagers, so many days when as parents and family you might have wondered if this day would ever come. Let us bring our memories of classes and athletics and music and dance and friendship at Goucher. Let us bring our emotions to this moment. Let us bring our gratitude for all those who have been part of the journey, those present today and those here in spirit and memory. Let us bring our joy at the accomplishments and the learning and growth, as well as our sadness for the necessary goodbyes. Let us bring our attention and focus to this moment. Let us bring our full presence to those who will share wisdom with us. Let us bring our attention to those near us with whom we are sharing this space and time. And let us bring our open minds and hearts to this moment to acknowledge and call upon the sacred beyond and within us. May it be so. Amen.
I love doing that. Thank you, Cynthia. To begin, I'd like to recognize members of our Board of Trustees who have joined us today, including our current chair, Miriam Katowitz, who is here on the platform. I'd like to ask all the members of our Board of Trustees who are here to please stand and be recognized and thanked for your dedication to Goucher College. Trustees. So, graduates, congratulations. I hope you have enjoyed your time at Goucher, and perhaps even remember that time in the distant past 4 years ago, when you arrived at Goucher, you remember the good old days before Snapchat, Uber, Lyft, Yik Yak, and memes. Before Grandma got an iPhone. Before you could read your email on your wristwatch. And before your hoverboard caught on fire. Before you could watch Humans vs. Zombies on Periscope. And when Northwest was still a direction. Back in the day when Tinder referred to firewood, and catfishing was something you did with Grandpa. Graduates, remember freshman year? Remember then when you had to hit a button to talk to Siri? When you could just eat your food without first posting it on Instagram. And back when women's lacrosse showed us all how to do the Harlem Shake. Back before hashtag my speech, hashtag President Bowen, hashtag Goucher graduation became the new language. And by the way, the official hashtag for today is hashtag Goucher 2016. Your world has changed a bit, but hopefully over the last 4 years, you have too. And you have many people to thank for that. I hope you have been inspired by the quality of our faculty, by their dedication to you. And yes, they forced you to rewrite that paper and told you the truth about your experiment or design when you didn't want to hear it. No group of faculty in the world care more about your success and well-being than do your teachers and staff from Goucher College. Our faculty are an incredibly accomplished group of professors. In addition to spending countless hours teaching and mentoring you, our professors have this year written articles for The Atlantic, reviews of modern physics, teaching of psychology, International Journal of Heritage Studies, Sociology Compass, and many more. They've had their expert opinions and sage advice cited by USA Today, Glamour Magazine, US News and World Report, the Boston Globe, NPR, CBS This Morning, and many others. They have presented research at more than 50 major conferences throughout the world, including American Education Research Association, the American Chemical Society National Meeting, the American Political Science Association's Teaching and Learning Conference, the German Studies Association, among many others. They have this year published books about black bodies and the justice of God, the national park system, the modern trumpet player, and Christianity in Australia and the Pacific, among other topics. They've also written award-winning collections of short stories. They have been awarded prestigious grants from the National Science Foundation, the National Endowment for the Humanities and the Arts, the Humanities Research Council in the United Kingdom. They've won awards from the American Educational Research Association and the NSF. They've registered patents for bent carbon nanotubes and methods of production, as well as a system for lightweight imaging processing. They have choreographed dances and performed music throughout the country and the world. And all of this while also redesigning our entire curriculum to ensure that Goucher students receive the best possible preparation for the jobs of the future. But most importantly, I hope you remember the personal attention, the honesty, the encouragement, the long conversations, the high standards, and mostly how dedicated they remain to your success. I hope you come back, tell us what you're doing. Saying thank you really matters. As those of you about to embark on teaching careers are soon to find out, no one enters teaching for the money. We live for those moments when a student says, "You made a difference." So I ask the faculty of Goucher College to please rise so we may all say thank you. We are also fortunate to have such a dedicated group of staff working to support faculty and students every day. They check out your books, fix your computers, answer our phones, remove snow, clean our classrooms, get your phone out of the toilet, and keep everything running so that we can focus on learning. They also worked very hard to create this event for all of us today. Thank you especially to the folks who work in the offices of the Dean of Students, Communications and the Registrar, Events and Conference Services, Public Safety, Facilities Management Services, the Goucher College Bookstore, and Bon Appetit, all of whom coordinated today's ceremony. Please help me thank all of them. Graduates, you can also look around at the supporters who stayed up with you while you memorized formulas, rewrote that paper, or encouraged you with that problem set. Look around at the friends who laughed at your jokes, drove you to Target, answered your middle-of-the-night texts. Everyone needs a support system, and you were lucky to have such an extensive one. You also owe a special thanks to your parents and relatives, many of whom are here today. You may have gotten out of the habit of confiding everything to mom or dad, but they will always be your supporters in chief. Will all of the parents, relatives, and friends who are here to celebrate the accomplishments of one of our students please stand so we can say thank you to you as well. Come on, parents. Parents and family, please know that you have Goucher's gratitude as well. We have had the privilege of supporting and nurturing your precious children, and we are grateful for the trust you have placed in us, and we share your pride in the adults they are becoming. So finally, will the Goucher class of 2016 please rise and remain standing? It's okay, you can stay standing for a minute. You can smile, you can relax. You've earned it. You, class of 2016, you are an amazingly talented and accomplished group, and you are moving on to great adventures. 5 of you will join Teach for America and help ensure that an excellent education is available to all. One of you will start at Microsoft and be the second Goucher alum in recent years to work there. Many of you are off to start graduate school at places like NYU Steinhardt, the University of Michigan, Notre Dame, Brown, Vanderbilt, and someplace called Harvard. One of you has already been accepted to the Stanford MBA class of 2020, and some of you will also be continuing your studies here at Goucher through our excellent master's programs. We know that virtually all of you will be working or in graduate school within a year, and that many of you already have great jobs at PNC, RMF Engineering, McAdam Financial, Greenspring Wealth Management, Talos Intelligence, Spark Baltimore, and the Johns Hopkins Sidney Kimmel Cancer Center, to name but a few. You are also going to continue your Goucher legacy of giving back and making the world a better place. 2 of you will enter the Peace Corps, proving that the impact of a Goucher education truly is boundless. Others of you will join important nonprofits, such as the Baltimore Corps and the Mayhew Program. Your accomplishments have motivated and challenged us, to be better faculty and better human beings. We've learned so much from each other and created beautiful new ideas and work together. You, our graduates, have earned this degree and this moment of recognition. We have been honored to have you here on our campus, and all of us, we applaud you and congratulate you. You may be seated. You have been asked many questions since you arrived, but I have one final question for you today, but it's a big one. Why are there two creation stories in the book of Genesis? The Bible starts with the story of how God created the world in 7 days, and then follows with the story of the Garden of Eden. Why both? It can't be an accident. It must have meaning. As often, the clue is in the details. In the 7-day creation story, Adam is formed from dust. But in the Garden of Eden story, Adam is made in God's image. So about 2,000 years ago, Rabbi Hillel argued that this detail is important because we need both images of what it means to be a human. On the one hand, you were all made in God's image. Imagine the power of that. You, all of you, are divine. But you were also all made from dust, the most common, unimportant substance. You were ordinary, just like everyone else. So Rabbi Hillel proposed that each of us carry 2 notes at all times. In one pocket, you would write on a piece of paper, "I am made in God's image." Put it in your pocket. On the other hand, on the other pocket, "I am made from dust." You will need both messages as you go forward. So I ask you to think about keeping both notes with you. Some notes when you're stressed and scared, when your ideas and values seem ignored, or when you despair that you will not really be able to change the world. On those days, pull out the note that says, "I am made in God's image." But on the day when you win a gold medal or the Nobel Prize and Time magazine wants to put you on the cover, maybe on that day you look at the other note and remember that, like all of your fellow human beings, you were made from dust. If we have done our job and you are now a voracious, self-regulated learner, then you are now your own teacher. That means that you must now decide which note to take out. Up until now, your teachers and maybe your parents have helped you evaluate when you were being too hard on yourself or not hard enough. Now it's up to you to manage this precarious balance between being made in God's image and being made from dust. As we will hear from our graduation speaker, Eboo Patel, today, there are many different ways to have faith. But while religion may be a choice for most of you, all human beings remain in a constant quest for meaning. As Goucher graduates, and indeed as human beings, you must seek a life of meaning and purpose. Each of you carries a piece of the human puzzle that no one has ever had before. Your talents and purpose are singular. If you fail to make your unique contribution, the world will lose something precious. There is a role that you and only you can play. Your mission, to find and fulfill that purpose. So my advice is simple but hard. Keep your high standards, but don't be too hard on yourself. Keep both notes ready. You were all made from dust, and you were all also very special and holy. I can hardly wait to see what you will do and how your special purpose will change our world. Good luck. Next, you will hear from our student speaker from the class of 2016, Liam Gondelsman. Liam is originally from Tel Aviv, Israel, but has lived in Lexington, Massachusetts since he moved to the United States at age 7. He graduated from the Ghan Academy, where he co-founded the school's TV station, Ghan News Network. Upon attending Goucher, he chose to major in business management. During his time at Goucher, Liam was a student ambassador, tour captain, and worked for the IT department each of his 4 years. He served in the PR branch of student government, the Senior Week Planning Committee, was on the board of Umoja, the Black Student Union. Additionally, he, with other students, created The Frustrations with Goucher Video, a short film where students of color shared their experiences and frustrations as a marginalized group on campus. Along with presenting the film to faculty and staff, students participated in many on and off-campus demonstrations, which eventually led to changes on campus, including the establishment of the Center for Race, Equity, and Identity, and the hiring of a new director. Please join me in welcoming to the podium the senior class speaker, Liam Gondelsman.
Hello, 2016. How's it going? Before I congratulate us, allow me to thank the wonderful family members and friends in our audience, our faculty and staff, the Board of Trustees, President Bowen, and you guys, my fellow graduates. Thank you for the honor and privilege of being up here on this stage today and allowing me to ramble for 5 minutes. Now, congratulations are in order. I look around and I'm so proud to see all of us here. We made it. We're here at the end of this chapter in our lives, and we've made it. It's crazy. Unfortunately, we've not made it through our time here unscathed. We've lost some. One more permanently than others. But we've been able to persevere. And you know what? We're a pretty great class. While writing this speech, I contemplated what I wanted to say for a long time. I felt that I had something important to say, but I just had some sort of mental block preventing me from figuring out what it was. What have we done with our time here? A lot. Too much, if you ask me. How the heck am I supposed to fit everything that we did into this one speech? You guys made my life be difficult. But in all seriousness, we really have put our mark on this school. Revitalizing clubs such as Ag Co-op, or starting new ones such as ASA, the African Student Association. We've been major forces in established Goucher traditions, such as Gala and Gig, while simultaneously helping to pave the way for future generations of Gophers with events such as FIG and the Umoja Fashion Show. But what I'm most proud of are the ways we've helped improve life on campus. The efforts from members of our class, in tandem with other students, help bring the issues facing students of color on this campus to light to students, faculty, staff, and the administration. It is through these efforts that we have seen such achievements as the Center for Race, Equity, and Identity, and the position of Assistant Dean of Students for that center. We fought for these things, not only so current Goucher students could benefit from the safe spaces and resources of the center, but for future generations of students, to build upon the foundation that we left behind. This is part of our legacy. As I said, we've accomplished a lot here, but I still had this lingering feeling, this thought on the tip of my tongue as I wrote this speech. How did we do what we did? What is it about this place? What is it about Goucher that allowed us to do what we did? How did we incorporate our vision for life at this school into its very essence? The incoming freshman class may not know who pioneered or maintained all these things which they get to enjoy and take part in. But rest assured, our work at a class will affect their Goucher experience at a core level. Because of what we have done, they can take a few more steps forward and make Goucher even that much better than when they first came here. And so on and so on. Some may argue that it's the size of this school. I do not disagree, but I think there's more to it. In my experience, small does not equate to productive. In fact, it can be quite the opposite if the right relationships are not established and nurtured. That, I think, is the essence of what we can take away from our time at Goucher, that relationships are the key. When we built relationships outside our areas of interest or outside the groups in which we were attempting to affect change, we were able to share knowledge and experiences, from simple things like creating playlists for events to immensely important ones, like how to truly affect social change at this school. So I finally came across what I was looking for, what we can all take away from our time here: relationships. Connecting outside our normal zones of operation, if you will, along with the other great accomplishments that we've achieved here, are what I will take with me to my life after Goucher, and I hope that you all can do the same. Thank you, and congrats again.
The honorary degree will now be conferred. There we go. Eboo Patel will be presented by Dr. Ann Duncan, Associate Professor of Religion in the Philosophy and Religion Department.
Eboo Patel, throughout your life and work, you've dedicated yourself to narrowing divides. Born in India, you grew up in Chicago with friends from all religions. You graduated from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign early because you were eager to immerse yourself in meaningful work. As a Rhodes Scholar, you earned a doctorate in sociology of religion from the University of Oxford while working on youth projects in India, South Africa, and Sri Lanka. You questioned how best to lead a life of service until you visited your grandmother in India. There, after observing her taking in women who had been abused and helping them get back on their feet, you realized your Muslim faith could be a guide to a life of activism and peace. You also looked to leaders who embodied the ideal of faith-driven service: Dorothy Day, Mahatma Gandhi, and Martin Luther King Jr. In an increasingly polarized world, you recognized the need to broach deeply held differences. You understood the need to bring people of all faiths together so they could learn from each other and celebrate how those differences bind us all. You have been self-reflective and used your own flaws as examples of how others can do better, and that humble spirit belies the depth of your compassion. Now you're the president of the Interfaith Youth Corps, which you founded in 2002 with a friend of Jewish faith. The nonprofit promotes religious pluralism through the belief that students are the leaders who will spread the movement across America. The Interfaith Youth Corps has inspired and supported the creation of the Goucher Interfaith Club, which has been ably run by two graduating seniors, Lena Mazid and Cassie Madison. You've spoken at numerous college campuses, engaging young people at a grassroots level and challenging them to take on the courageous work of celebrating faith in all its forms. You've also written 3 books, Acts of Faith, Sacred Ground, and the forthcoming Interfaith Leadership, and served on President Barack Obama's inaugural Advisory Council of Faith-Based and Neighborhood Partnerships. You see people of other faiths as allies who strengthen your own beliefs. A person of faith and vision, you are also a husband and father whose children are as comfortable discussing saints as imams. You have narrowed divides by widening minds. You're building a social movement that could one day be the standard on campuses and in private lives across America, a movement not merely of religious tolerance, but of cooperation. You have said that what you admire about people of faith is, quote, their willingness to follow a cosmic sense of what's right, even if there are earthly sacrifices to be made, end quote. May your faith continue to serve as a beacon to us, and the cosmic to inspire you, Eboo Patel, we proudly present to you a degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Read the citation. There's one more bit. All right, okay. By the authority of the state of Maryland, vested in the trustees of Goucher College and by them delegated to me, I confer on Eboo Patel the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Honorable Eboo Patel.
I was going to apologize for the length of that citation, but then I noticed it gave you the opportunity to text your friends, so I'm glad it was several paragraphs long. President Bowen, the musician, and I, the interfaith guy, switched speeches today. He spoke of Genesis, and I'm going to talk about music. My talk is called Jukebox. I hate a song that makes you think that you are not any good. I hate a song that makes you think that you are just born to lose, bound to lose, no good to nobody, no good for nothing. I am out to fight those songs to my very last breath of air and my last drop of blood. I am out to sing songs that will prove to you that this is your world and that if it has hit you for a loop, no matter what color, what size you are, how you are built, I am out to sing the songs that make you take pride in yourself and in your work. I could hire out to the other side, the big money side, and get several dollars every week just to quit singing my own kind of songs and to sing the kind that knock you down still farther. But I decided a long time ago that I'd starve to death before I'd sing any such songs as that. The radio waves and your movies and your jukeboxes and your songbooks are already loaded down and running over with such no good songs as that anyhow. Woody Guthrie. When I was in college, I took a course called Utopian Thought, Writers on How the World Should Be. In the footnotes of one of the books were references to real-world places, tangible attempts to actualize visions of the ideal, intentional communities. I was part of the campus honors program at the University of Illinois, a Goucher College-style liberal arts zone amidst a larger city of accounting and engineering majors. The honors program offered summer grants for students who designed worthy research projects. What could be more worthy than getting a peek inside these intentional communities? I remember my professor, dressed in his Ivy League tweeds, looking at me over the top of his bifocals, my proposal for grant money in one hand, fountain pen in the other, saying, let me get this straight. You want university research dollars to spend 7 weeks in communes on the eastern seaboard. Fieldwork, I told him. Fieldwork, he repeated, not sounding that convinced. He thought for a minute, then scribbled something on the top page, handed it back to me and said, the paper better be good, Mr. Patel. You see, that's what I love about liberal arts colleges. Generally speaking, they trust the instincts of young people. Generally speaking, they incline towards yes. A liberal arts education is like a jukebox full of Woody Guthrie songs, songs that fill you with light, songs that convince you that you can slay dragons. Well, I have harsh news for you. Generally speaking, the rest of the world plays different kinds of songs. Songs in minor keys, Songs meant to make you believe that the best anyone can do is win the status quo. That dissonance causes a profound sense of dis-ease in recent liberal arts college graduates. It took me until about 6 months after my own graduation to put my finger on it. Where were all the people intent on changing the world and convincing me I needed to be part of it? That's when I realized just how special places like Goucher College are. Here, you've been surrounded by adults who have found their passions and have dedicated their lives to nurturing yours. Every flash of inspiration you felt here, every fleeting notion you had, there was someone around to declare it genius and help you make it a reality. Maybe even approve a summer research grant for further investigation. Here, you've had the chance to be your best self. Outside, the music is different, and the mood too. As the Grateful Dead say, that's the way it's been in town ever since they tore the jukebox down. 2-bit piece don't buy no more, not so much as it done before. So what do? Simple. You gotta load your own jukebox. Collect the material that gives you clarity and courage, and when you feel the world rub up against your edges and start to dull them, well, put your record on. Here's some of the music in my jukebox. Gwendolyn Brooks, Speech to the Young. Say to the down keepers, the sun slappers, the self-soilers, the harmony hushers, even if you are not ready for day, it cannot always be night. Carl Sandburg from Hayes. Keep a red heart of memories under the great gray rain sheds of the sky. Under the open sun and the yellow gloaming embers, remember all paydays of lilacs and songbirds, all starlights of cool memories on star paths. Why does this matter? Because we respond to our surroundings. It's why I think Jerry Springer is the most terrible person in America. He deliberately creates environments that brings out people's worst selves. Every single person on that show at some point in his or her life has shown mercy, gratitude, kindness, compassion, warmth. He creates a set that brings out their terror, and they bring it. It's why I think Dorothy Day is an American hero. She spent her life building spaces where, as she said, it is easier to be good. The proposal I wrote for that half-baked idea to do field work on American communes, it's the first time I put something on paper that translated into a tangible difference in my life, which is to say, I spent the summer traveling through communes on the eastern seaboard instead of interning at some stuffy law firm. And as I traveled through those various places, I realized it was the first time I saw people take creative ideas and make them reality outside a campus setting. The people I found most inspiring during my summer travels were people of faith, Catholics, Quakers, evangelicals. That realization moved me to start reading social justice writings across religious traditions. I was startled by the commonalities and connections. Why didn't more people know that compassion was central to Islam, Judaism, and Buddhism? Why didn't we have a movement acting on it? And if those people out there could start intentional communities, maybe I could start a nonprofit organization. That was the early architecture of Interfaith Youth Corps. I think back to my original proposal. If I hadn't had that opportunity, if my project hadn't been approved, if my parents hadn't been convinced to let me go by the impressive phrase, research grant, I'm not sure any of the rest of my life would have happened. My debt to liberal arts dispositions is deep. Listen, not every passing fancy that crossed my mind when I was 19 was genius. As tedious as the real world can be, I've come to appreciate the discipline it offers. I'm starting to recognize that loading a jukebox with inspiring material is not only a luxury I give to myself, it's a responsibility I take on for the benefit of others. Leaders are people who make those around them better. All of this is to say, I've learned that escape is not my trip. and that I'm no longer impressed with ideas whose main purpose is to improve utopia. As Robert Frost says, Earth's the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. The impulse that things can change and improve, and I can be part of it, that's stuck. And the sullen dirge of the real world hasn't beat it out of me yet, and I don't intend for it to. One of my favorite pictures of Woody Guthrie is him looking imperiously into a camera, carrying a guitar with the words, "This machine kills fascists," written on the body. Woody Guthrie penned some of the most penetrating songs in American history: Pastures of Plenty, Hard Travelin', This Land Is Your Land. Songs about a country built by all of us, meant for all of us. What most people don't know is that he had 1,000 more songs that he wrote but never recorded. He lived in a spinning galaxy of jukeboxes. Well, his daughter gave some of those lyrics to a couple of contemporary musicians, Billy Bragg and Jeff Tweedy. They put the songs to music, recorded a set of albums named after the sweet street Woody Guthrie and his family lived on, the Mermaid Avenue series. I love the lesson of that there are songs across time that bind us, that what one generation starts, another takes up and completes, and the next takes apart and puts back together again, improved. One more song from my jukebox, from the Grateful Dead. Faring thee well now, let your life proceed by its own design. Nothing to tell now, let the words be yours, I'm done with mine.
Matthew Robert Gabriel will be presented by Dr. Brian Coker, Vice President and Dean of Students.
On April 14th, 2014, the class of 2016 was deeply affected and changed by the tragic loss of their classmate and friend, Matt Gabriel. The beautiful, colorful leis you see all around you today, worn by students, faculty, staff, and some families as well, are in celebration of Matt's joyful legacy. I am joined here on stage by Professor Lydia Harris, Professor Gina Shamshak, and Chaplain Cynthia Terry. Matt's parents, Dave and Vicki Gabriel, are two of the strongest and most amazing individuals I have ever met, and over the past 2 years, they have become familiar and beloved members of this community, this family. Dave and Vicki Gabriel, would you please join us here on the stage? Following the reading of the citation, the honorary degree will be presented to Dave and Vicki Gabriel by Professors Harris and Shamshak. Matthew Robert Gabriel, you were the very embodiment of the vibrant individuality that characterizes the student culture of Goucher College. You were born May 4th, 1994, the son of Dave and Vicki Gabriel, a precocious boy with a zest for life. You were a member of the class of 2012 at Westlake High School in Texas, where you were a 4-year lacrosse letterman, excelling both on the field as well as in the classroom. Your faith was a cornerstone of your life and was manifested in ways such as your participation in teen teaching and in youth ministries at Westlake Hills Presbyterian Church. You came to Goucher College in August 2012, ultimately choosing to double major in economics and business, and you brought to us new and interesting traditions such as Hawaiian Shirt Wednesdays. It has been said that energy radiated from you and that it was impossible not to feel your positive attitude. Nothing pleased you more than being around family and friends, whether on the lacrosse field or while eating your favorite foods, barbecue and breakfast tacos. You produced and starred in Shower Songs with Matt, providing your friends and loved ones with a lasting memory of your fearless individuality. Your sister Anna stated that you danced and lived in the sunshine, were unapologetic about being yourself, and gave those around you the freedom to do the same. You embraced life and everything in it with a genuine and contagious joy through a selfless heart that served well, loved well, and encouraged well. At the age of 16, you elected to become an organ donor, a decision that ultimately gave life to 4 others, with your heart now beating inside of another. In your passing on April 14, 2014, you taught our community so much about ourselves, but most importantly, you taught us that in the midst of tragedy, love can still win. Your legacy continues here at Goucher in providing opportunities for others through the Matthew Gabriel Scholarship Fund, and most of all, through your spirit of life, love, and joy. In bestowing this honorary degree, we are hereby proclaiming that you are and will forever be an alumnus of Goucher College's class of 2016, and that your family will always be welcome as members of this family and this community. Matthew Robert Gabriel, we so proudly bestow upon you posthumously and present to your family the degree of Bachelor of Arts, honoris causa.
Will the senior marshals please come forward to assist the graduates? The awarding of degrees will begin. All guests are asked to remain in their seats and to keep the aisles clear during the awarding of the degrees.
President Bowen. President Bowen, I have the honor to inform you that these candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for graduation, and in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, they are presented for the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
By the authority of the state of Maryland, vested in the trustees of Goucher College and by them delegated to me, I confer on you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Will the recipients for the degree of Bachelor of Arts come forward to receive the diploma? Muhammad Abbas Abdul Karima. Sarah Aganovic. Alexandra Lee Abrams. Chelsea Charmaine Akibo Betts. Jack Thomas Albanese, cum laude. Sarah Margaret Albee, magna cum laude. Alexa Nicole Alexander. Naja Muhammadina Allen. Norman Williamson Allen II. Sharon Adiza Anaba. Mackenzie Clark Anderson, cum laude. Connor James Annunziato. Kelly Jasmine Argeno Cubas. Eric Lewis Asher. Andriana Jo Barone. Victoria Brooke Bartlett, magna cum laude. Brett Georgia Baxter. Ashley Marie Begley, summa cum laude. Lana Ann Belkin, magna cum laude. Yael Melissa Ben Hakim. Ashley Ann Benj. Kate Elizabeth Bennett. Ashley Taylor Bent, magna cum laude. Conrad Lucien Benz. Ben Isaac Bernstein, magna cum laude. Eric J. Birch. Morgan Taylor Bentacourt. Jasmine Rachel Beverly. Catherine Michael Bigcraft Carnivale. Zoe Lucille Black. Mark Edward Blair. Maria Urania Gonzalez. Gregory Isaac Borodulin. Ellen Olivia Bowker. Ksenia Bradner. Catherine McLennan Brandt. Patrick Michael Bransfield. Michael Leo Brennan. Kimberly Young-Hee Brewer. Tara Marie Brightville. Sean Michael Broder. Edward Anthony Brown. Rachel Lamb Brustein, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Buccalo, magna cum laude. Tavi Eliza Bullis. Samantha Vanessa Burrell. Adam Samuel Burston, magna cum laude. Rebecca Ann Byler, magna cum laude. Janice K. Byth, cum laude. Nathaniel Edward Kane. Sarah Elizabeth Callender. Adriana James Carmichael, magna cum laude. Susana de Los Angeles Carranza. Danae Taché Carter. Emily Christine Casson. Haley Eleanor Castle Miller. Elizabeth Ann Causey. Indira Chakravarti. Marissa Antoinette Charlemagne. Maria Gabriela Chayele. Iwee Chwahe. Dion Choi. Darlene Abigail Chodo. Kirsten Hannah Cianci, cum laude. Emily Dana Claren, magna cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Cohen. Erin Grace Collins, magna cum laude. Devin Alistair Connor. Alexandra Lynn Connolly. Micah Clifton Connor, magna cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Coons. Alasia Roshanti Corley. Emma Esther Cornell, magna cum laude. Stephanie Correa. Marissa Adam Cox, cum laude. Shelby Nicole Cross. Jacob Reed Crossett, summa cum laude. William McDonough Daly, summa cum laude. Isabel Rose da Silva, magna cum laude. Jennifer and Alicia da Silva Hassaman. Benjamin Lawrence Brown Davis. Gabrielle Louise Davis. Ethan Richard DeBondi, cum laude. Bianca Elena DeJesus, cum laude. Owen Thomas Demerly, cum laude. Siobhan Elizabeth Dempsey. Sarah Megan Den, cum laude. Jenna Lynn Di Pasquale, summa cum laude. Maria Rose Detweiler. Natalie Bess Debo, cum laude. Antonia Lily DeLuca. Lillian Genevieve Duffield. Rachel Fern Durante, magna cum laude. Daniela Maria Detlovich. Fanny Eaton. Sarah Elizabeth Eckhart, summa cum laude. Lillian Watley Eden. Dana Tess Ehrentrue, magna cum laude. Samantha Page Eisenberg. George Raymond El-Khoury, magna cum laude. Adina Lila Ellison. Carolina Espinal. Amaka Maxine Izani. William Henry Felinsky IV. Lee Elizabeth Field. Blake Quinn Fisher. Andrew James Foster. Elizabeth Rose Forrest. Robert I. Fletcher. Ariel Cavalcante Foster. Connor Scott Franks, cum laude. Gavin Lewis Frigeau. Genevieve Yvonne Fuller, cum laude. Brooke Alexis Fulton. Vilma Elena Gamera. Liam Yanir Gandelsman. Paul Matthew Gerzak, magna cum laude. Barry Elizabeth Gilbert. David Jared Gold, cum laude. Is it real? Luis Gomez. Catherine Hazel Graham, magna cum laude. Danielle Ray Granger. Xiao Grant, summa cum laude. Derek Michael Grimaldi. Marco Peter Grotti. Natalie Teresa Guajardo, summa cum laude. Abigail G. Guthrie. Marissa Nicole Gustavino, cum laude. Audrey Jordan Gutierrez. Kevin Antonio Guzman. Robert Ethan Hadaway. Lindsay Elizabeth Hahn. Leslyn J. Ham. Andrew Hamilton. Juliana Rachel Harkavay.
You did it!
Sydney Elaine Amin Harmon. Shannon Taylor Heffernan, magna cum laude. Sarah Mingxi Hernan Reeves. Emily Jo Hewlings, magna cum laude. Zachary Connor Hill, summa cum laude. Seth Michael Hoseman, magna cum laude. Charlotte Olson Stone Hoffman. Christy Lee Hoffman, summa cum laude. Rachel Ann Hollern. Alexandra Louise Howry, magna cum laude. Julie Anna Hubschman, cum laude. Demi Renee Huffman. Adair R. Irish. Jessica A. Irons. Corey Michael Isaacs, cum laude. Andrea Robin Jefferson. Isaac Jacob Jennings. Juan Carlos Jimenez. Brendan Seraphin Gines, cum laude. Dara Amira Johnson. Sarah Elizabeth Johnson, magna cum laude. Alice Claire Johnston, cum laude. Zumrad Kabilova, magna cum laude. Corinne Elise Kaler, cum laude. Sarah Chan Carlin. Sebastian William Carney. Samuel James Kenny. Sarah Jessica Kern. Samuel Antonio Kessler, magna cum laude. Dominic Thomas McMahon Keys. Dina Kirschbaum. Emily Morgan Kolb. Cynthia Rihanna Coster, magna cum laude. Andrew Blake Krupa, cum laude. Hannah Mary Keel, magna cum laude. Jonathan Bukum. India Charday Lamb. Camila Lamhauer. Julia Wolk Larsenair, magna cum laude. Madeline Marie Losser, cum laude. Helen Lee, cum laude. Jessica Shalini Leffers, magna cum laude. Caroline Ross Less, cum laude. Gabrielle Katie Levy. Sarah Elizabeth Levin. Elise Nicole Levenger. Connor B. Lynn. Emily Brianne Lindsay. Edward Bennett Lipson. Annabeth Virginia Lucas, summa cum laude. Cassidy Quinn Madison, cum laude. Mary Kate Malone, cum laude. Anna Bella Martin. Jennifer Irene Mason. Lauren Rachel Masuda. Lena Janan Mazid, magna cum laude. Svetlana McCarroll Swan. Alexa Chanel McCoy. Margaret Genevieve McCready, magna cum laude. Danielle Carol McCreary. Mark Douglas McDonald. Madeline May McDonough. Christina Marie McGraw, magna cum laude. Emilia Rose McNally. Brian Roger Mead. Danielle Rebecca Meyer-Levy, cum laude. Shayna Mickey Mizell, magna cum laude. Carolina Mejia Pena, magna cum laude. Leila Claire Melendez, cum laude. Alexandro Danielle Melendez Hoffman. Eliza Claire Mendelowitz. Alessa Rose Meny. Abby Louise Messer. Gabriella Lucia Messenger. Megan Marie Myers. Kevin Maurice Miles. Emily Nicole Miller. Hannah Rose Miller. Mariana Sheng Miller. Diara Marie Mola. Logan Ann Montone. Nyasha Joelle Mooney McCoy. Michael Wayne Morgan Jr., cum laude. Denise Y. Morris. Jamie Melissa Morris. Michael Alexis Moyer. Brittany Marie Muller. Camille Alexandra Rollins Musan. Raven Savon Nee. Magna cum laude. Cody Thayer Nelson. Jocelyn Eleanor Nilsson, magna cum laude. Jessica Fallon O'Donnell. Olivia Esther Nono. Edward William Oliver. John Patrick Ogobande Bubu. Rosie Maria O'Neill. Sarah June Ornstein. Caitlin Ruby Palmer. Camila Adele Pappy. Shayna Melody Parr, magna cum laude. John Adrian Parrott. Sydney Steen Patterson. Amanda Alexandra Polino. Alexandra Cecile Pauls, cum laude. Caitlin Mary Pavia, cum laude. India Monet Perkins. Tanya Lynn Picker. John Michael Puddles. Yael Seven Pomper. Nicholas John Perky. Cassandra Pamela Quintanilla. Melina Estefania Quiroz. Rosalind Edna Railton. Joanna Harper Ramsey, magna cum laude. Miriam Lenora Rappaport Gow. Zachary Alexander Reese, summa cum laude. Colin Michael Richter. Morgan Lee Richter, cum laude. Campbell Elizabeth Riedel. Paola Carolina Rivera Mudafort. Maxine Marie Roberts, cum laude. Nicole Dayuma Romero. Giselle Rose Rottenberg. Sophie Hannah Roth. Alexis Sean Rudolph. Blake Sebastian Russell. Victoria Alexander Russell. Lily Isabel Sanders. Elizabeth Ann Sanford. Kalinda Michelle Santor, cum laude. Morgan Klaus Schuerman, cum laude. Stefan Joseph Schultz. Andrew Ethan Schwartz. Eli Jaffe Schwartz. Madeline Susan Scott. Caitlin Delia Siebert. Alicia Sheila Demetria Shanks. Kanduk Fabian Sherpa. Abigail Lee Sickles. Jonah Kiyoshi Siegel.
Yeah, Jonah!
Camilla Michelle Smith. Kira Rowan Flood Smith, cum laude. Amanda Ruth Sneed. Maria Andrea Sosa Gomez, magna cum laude. Jody Lynn Spence, magna cum laude. John Lloyd Stevenson. Elizabeth Ann Stradman. John William Sturgis IV. Zoe Amram Summit, magna cum laude. Audrey Sunshine Tassie Air, summa cum laude. Corey Anthony Tatz, cum laude. Dallas Jean Taylor. Keandra Taylor. Tatiana Kimberly Tenrero. Carson H. Terhune. Lenza Zirahun Tesgera. Emily Lynn Timothy, cum laude. Lizette Torres. Yasmin Torres. Jonathan Edward Trauner, cum laude. Emma Lucia Trisellini. Michelle Aquia Serwa Tweedy. Catherine Ross Urbina Gonzalez. Johanna Der Viator, Grim Viator. Ryan Vieira. Bernardo David Vigil. Amaranto Villegas. Chloe Grace Vogt, cum laude. Emma Grace Voorhees. Daniel Vudak. Emily Abigail Waif, cum laude. Jinghui Wang. Monique Tracy Welch, cum laude. Adelaide Frances Victoria White. Robert Taiwan White. Imani Janine Williams. Kiera Danielle Williams, magna cum laude. Alan Russell Winslow, cum laude. Nicole Marie Wise. Carl John Wizomersky. Owen Daniel Woodward. Hans Michael Way. Juan Ji Woo. Hannah Tamara Young, magna cum laude. Sierra Willow Zaslow Dude.
Congratulations, class of 2016! Now I'd like to introduce Todd Eric Hawkins, Master of Arts and Arts Administration, class of 2010, President of the Alumni and Alumni of Goucher College.
It's official, you're now one of us. As the president of the Alumni and Alumni of Goucher College, it is my great privilege and sincere honor to induct the class of 2016 into the Alumni and Alumni Association. Will the class of 2016 please stand? On behalf of the alumni and alumni of Goucher College, and with great pleasure, I would like to recognize your achievement in graduating from this amazing institution. You are joining a community of more than 21,000 Goucher alumni and alumni who live in all 50 states and in 52 countries. You are now members of the Goucher community for life. Your Goucher education has prepared you to go far and to do great things, and we hope that you will return to visit us. Our paths are now joined forever. You will always be a Goucher grad, and our success is your success. Wherever you go, you will always have a home here. At Goucher, you learned about the importance of social justice and giving back. We sincerely hope you will give back to Goucher in the years to come, and that you will support to each and every other of our future alumni. As you process out of the tent after the ceremony concludes, you will be handed a special graduation gift. This gift is from the AAGC to celebrate your accomplishments, honor your time at Goucher, and to serve as a reminder to you that you will always be part of the Goucher family. Come back often. Come back to remind yourselves that you are made in God's image. Come back to remind yourselves that you are made of dust. Come back to fill your jukebox. You have now joined an elite and very special group. You are an alumna or alumnus of Goucher College. You may now turn, if you have not already, turn your Goucher ring to face the world. And officially, your tassels to the left. Congratulations.
The school song, We Are Goucher, will now be performed by senior members of the Goucher College Chorus. The lyrics are printed inside the back cover of the Commencement program, in case you forgot to memorize it during your 4 years. To all of you baccalaureate holders, from all of us at Goucher, a final congratulations. We look forward to seeing you on your next visit to campus. The exercises will now close with the benediction. Following the benediction, the audience is requested to remain in their seats until the academic procession has passed. Faculty members and guests are invited to join faculty and graduates at a reception in front of the chapel.
Class of 2016, let me just start by saying, I love you guys. You are awesome, and you are going to do some amazing things in this world. A word of advice and blessing before you go. Watch out, it's about to get biblical. If Jose could do it, I guess so can I. So our college seal in front of me references 1 Thessalonians 5:21. I want to share that verse in its context. Do not quench the spirit. Do not treat prophecies with contempt, but, and this is the verse, test them all. Hold on to what is good. Reject every kind of evil. Goucher has always been a place of inquiry focused on building up the need for critical thinking and real-life application of classroom learning. So the college's seal urges us not to reject any knowledge or experience, but to test it in the crucible of truth and figure out what we should hold on to. And how can we do that? I'll share another biblical quote from the book of Kings. Again, the biblical one. I haven't gotten around to watching Game of Thrones yet. And he said to the prophet Elijah, "Go forth and stand upon the mount before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountains, and broke in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. And it was so, when Elijah heard it, that he wrapped his face in his mantle and went out and stood in the entering of the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him and said, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" This chapter points out that we won't always get the big, bold IKEA instructions for life. Though, please do follow IKEA instructions when you get them. They're totally on point. That which is true and real and lasting will mostly be revealed when we are mindful, when we look within ourselves and listen for the still, small voice, and when we listen to the songs in the jukebox, as Eboo taught us. So too the application of knowledge gained here. Of course, you will go forth into the world and build on your knowledge and experience in your career. Sometimes you will be able to say, "Hey, I learned that in first-year chemistry," or "Hey, I did my senior capstone on that." But more likely, you'll continue to integrate your knowledge and experience into your deeper self. And it is that deeper self, the one that is fundamentally different than when you entered here, that you will want and need to access. That's the still small voice. And if you are mindful of that and can seek it out to test the good, you'll be in great shape. The everyday choices you make will reveal you as an alumnus or an alumna of Goucher College. May you be blessed and kept from all harm. May you find goodness and grace on all the paths that you face. And may your striving for purpose endow you with a sense of peace.
There's Gregory. Gabby.